Right. Verity Mcshea. I appreciate them, so I can keep the channel going and myself. I know you didn't want a video, but I like the plant so much that I thought I'll make a video anyway. And today's video is on Benjui oil, and I have not researched this at all. And it looks like this is it, benzoin resin. Now the reason I think that's so, obviously, you know, Google's pretty good with its categorization, but the reason I like Benjui is because it's like propolis. It's resinous, and when you put the oil on your skin, it leaves a very nice layer. It's a full-on antimicrobial layer. And you know, everyone knows what resin feels like, right? From you know, like pine tree resin and stuff. So when you have the oil and you put it on, it leaves a resinous layer after everything pulls in the skin. You still get like this resin layer on top when you have really good Benjui oil. And I've only just recently tried it, and yeah, I'm guessing they call it Benzoin because it's got benzene in it. You know, the benzene ring was, you know, part of first realizing the element table when Mendeleev had his 3 consecutive daydreams, creating physical reality with dreaming, by the way. When he had his 3 consecutive daydreams, he created the periodic table of elements, or most of them. And, you know, the benzene ring was in his vision. And I've found this, you know, benzene ring to be very useful. For instance, when you have human scabies, you use benzoate as a type of cream. And so if you have that or ever get it, I would recommend using Benjui oil at the same time. I'm not saying replace the benzoate cream they give you, because you know, scabies can be very difficult to get rid of, and the Benjui oil by itself probably won't do the job. I have no idea, but it probably won't actually finish them off. But as a supplementary sort of healing agent after, to close the wounds and to disinfect and antiseptic sort of thing, because it makes a really nice resinous layer. Okay, now it's immediately when I used it, it moved up to one of my favorite oils. It's probably in my top 5 oils just straight away. It's like I love propolis because it's resinous, and I don't know, I just really like when I feel something I'm putting on, you know. It doesn't just soak in, it's something you can feel working. You get the stings of the benzene, you know, and you know it's killing some microbes and so on. But I just really love the resinous feel, like an actual layer. Anyway, let's have a look into it. So I believe, yeah, it's a resin from a tree. Let's look at that article. Tincture of Benjui, no. Okay, I want to put just benefits here. Benjui oil. Yeah, kills germs, reduce swelling, stop bleeding from small cuts. Very good for that. You know, like, obviously in a combination with other herbs like they mention here, aloe. I don't know what storax is. Or tolu balsam. Let's have a look what these are. Storax. Oh, it looks like another resin. Interesting. I'm glad I've opened that up. I'm going to save that in this video. And I'll do that for someone else. We'll look into storax. Tolu balsam. Okay, let's have a look at this one. It looks like another resin from Peru. Brownish, sticky, semi-solid mass. Not sure if it's a resin. Let's have a quick look. benzyl. So again, the benzene, esters, and benzoic. You know, esters like alcohol, and it kills stuff. You know, when you rubbing alcohol on you. It's the same with Benjui. You get that feeling of like you've just put a rub alcohol on your skin, and I like that. It's called a good pain. You know, the Buddhists say that pain is energy leaving the body, and I like when I take things, when I feel a difference in my body, because I know there's an alterative sort of effect going on. Something's being altered, and something's being killed. Usually, the parasites, the bad guys, or whatever. So I like a cathartic pain when I take herbs, actually. Let's have a look what WebMD says. Well, here we go. 11 benefits. I don't really care about the aromatherapy. Let's have a look what they say in that one. Alright, let's go to let's go to WebMD first. Actually, let's go to Wikipedia first. Okay, Wikipedia. Oh, it's translating. So it's from this plant here. It grows in Java, Sumatra, and Thailand. Alright, let's have a look into the plant. It's distilled resin. They use it to coat boxes, a varnish. Okay, anyway, not much information on that. Alright, here's the plant, so we know what it looks like to some degree. Here we go, properties. When making incisions in the trunk, it exudes the resinous liquid, and it's marketed for incense called Benzoin. Internally, it is an expectorant. Expulsion of accumulated bronchial secretions, that's always good. Disinfectant and antiseptic, like I guessed from feeling it. It's used to treat eczema, boils, and whatever that is, chilblains. Okay, and for things like scabies, I recommend it too. Anyway, let's go on to this next article here. Balm for the skincare. Okay, what have we got? Known as the Benjui tree or Benzoin from Sumatra, also in Thailand as we found out. Okay. It says it's extremely moisturizing. Well, I don't know, probably aloe vera is probably more moisturizing. This is more, for me, an antimicrobial layer that I would put on, and very nicely antiseptic as well. I found it. Yeah, you do feel it instantly. Oh, okay, well they reckon 90% hydration. So it's an emollient as well. Well, I did feel that, you know, in the background, but I was really focused on the benzene sting, because I love, again, when I feel pain from herbs, because I know something's happening. I know it's not just an inert herb. Okay. Oh yeah, rose water and Benjui balm, that could be good. Yeah. Let's see. You'd probably put it in a soap, yeah. Acne, for sure, it would treat acne really well, I think. I'm guessing, but I really think it would. Besides giving an emoliation, it seems to leave that nice dryness to the skin, however counterintuitive that sounds. It's like it gets rid of the oil, that's what it is, yeah. It gets rid of the oil because it's, you know, alcohol. So it disengages the oil, which contains a lot of parasites. If you have old skin oil, if your sebum, your skin oil is, you know, old, it can contain parasites. And so it's a good idea for skin health to use this Benjui. It really is instantly one of my favourite ones. I mean, I love aloe vera, and there's many more things, but Benjui went straight into the top 5 for me. Alright, what do we got here? sdrugs.com. Let's have a look what they say. Active ingredients. Analgesic. That means painkiller. Uses. Purpose. Let's see if there's warnings. Probably if you're breastfeeding you might not be able to use it, but WebMD will probably cover that. Inactive ingredients. I would say inactive. Let's go through all those. Okay. Yeah, be careful you don't use it internally if it's like mixed with certain things in tinctures. Just make sure you know your product first. I didn't even know you could use it internally, so be careful if you try to use it internally. Yeah. Relieves aches and pains. I'm not sure about that. They say that here. Bruises and sprains and strains and arthritis. I don't know about all that. You can use things like deep heat. Oh, there's a natural thing that was like deep heat I once had. I've forgotten. Anyway, I'd prefer to keep your guys' mind on what I've already said for it. That it's like a, you know, the benzene focus and the microbial resonance layer left. Definitely, that's really what I want to say. Wounds or damaged skin. They say do not use it for that, but I'm saying do use it for that, but not if you have a massive open wound. Just for little scars and nicks on the skin. So I definitely disagree with them on that. Okay, that's all the same thing. Let's go to this article here. 11 wonderful benefits of the benzoin essential oil. Alright, it's that tree, we looked at that. Okay, here we go. The components are benzyl benzoate. That's actually, you know, what you get for scabies cream. Benzoic acid, benzyl hydride, benzylaldehyde, condyl benzoate, cinnamic acid. That sounds like the same stuff that's in cinnamon. And vanillin from vanilla. Interesting. That's like how you find thyme oil in oregano and stuff from thyme. Pretty interesting that they're across different plants. I'm not sure if they're in the same family. Let's have a look at what family vanilla is in. Well, actually, you can do that later. Check if you want to. Well, I kind of want to know. Let's see what family it is in. It's in the same family as vanilla and what was it? Cinnamon. Cinnamon family. Let's just have a look. Cinnamon family. Veracea. Okay. Let's see if this one, Benjui, is in the same family. Didn't say. Okay, I'm going to have to go to Google. Benjui tree family. Okay, so it's not the same family. That's very interesting. Alright, so it's in a different family to cinnamon. Also, benzoin is actually called storax. Remember how at the start of the video I opened up the storax tab? It's actually called the same thing. So it's actually the same thing. Benzoin is storax. Interesting. Not to be confused with the balsam. Oh, okay. That's what's from this family. The balsam. Okay, what family is this from? Oh geez, talk about first world problems. I had to do a whole separate search. Because the Wikipedia doesn't say what plant family it's in. The Styrax. Doesn't say here. It's not this one, because that's the balsam. So yeah, it looks like it's this family here. Styracaceae. Because the Styrax is there. And that's what it is. It's a Styrax. If we look here, here's other names. There's Styrax benzoin, the one we're talking about. Here's other species or types. So it's from the, it's also called gum benzoin or gum Benjamin. That's my name, don't wear it out. Okay. In India, it's called loban. Though loban is via Arabic luban, a generic term for frankincense type incense. So that's not really correct. Anyway, there we go. That's interesting that cinnamol or whatever, cinematic acid or whatever it said in here, what was it? Cinnamic acid and vanillin are in this Styrax benzoin tree, but they're in a different family, because this is Lauracea, the cinnamon. Interesting. So, you know, I've always wanted to know, like, I don't know if oregano is in the same family as thyme, because oregano has thyme oil, and I see thyme oil in things, I think even parsley. So anyway, that was interesting to look into. That's the family there of benzoin. Let's continue with this article. Used in ceremonies and stuff, antidepressant even. Interesting. And disinfectant, definitely disinfectant. Yeah, I would actually say antidepressant. I've got that feeling, even just from smelling it. So that would be the aromatherapeutic properties of the Benjui oil. Definitely antidepressant, just from smelling. You know how you smell rosemary oil and they say at Harvard, for instance, that it increases your memory by 75%? I always try to tell people, you know, aromatic compounds, they're molecules too. So you can use things, you know, not just topically or eating them, you can inhale them and still get benefits from herbs. So there's absolutely no herb deception out there. We all know whose video I'm referring to, anyway. So, yeah, mood of celebration and gathering for sure. Out of the benzoin oil, I got that from it. Relieves anxiety, yep, definitely I would say yes, just from my own feeling of the anti-nervosa sort of feeling it gave me. That's why it was also one of my favourite oils instantly, because I got that really nice aromatherapeutic nature from it, and the resinous microbial layer. I was just in love with it straight away. Prevents infection, and that's my main use of it, and prevents the sepsis, or antiseptic. So they're the things that I would recommend you use it for the most, and that's why it went in my top 5, because it was really good at it, really strong. Like I mentioned, the feeling of the cathartic pain. Definitely germicidal, bactericidal, and fungicidal. And antiviral, they say. Okay. Nice. Well, there you go. I knew I put it in my top 5 for a reason. Oh, okay. Helps regulate digestion. Muscular tension, definitely. Something about removal of gases from the stomach. Removes bad odor. Yep. Skincare, yes. Treat cough. Okay, I could get that because it puts a layer on. That's why I like layers, you know. That's why I mentioned the layer 10 times in this video. The sort of resinous layer it leaves, just like propolis when you take propolis on your skin or internally. Facilitates urination. Okay, that's interesting. It's a diuretic if you take it internally. Losing weight, improving digestion, lowering blood pressure. Soothes inflammation for sure on the skin, and that goes with the antiseptic properties. And in the case of pox, measles, rashes, eruptions, and others, you would use it for that. And that's what I'd recommend it for sure. See, with these things, you can get little open sores. And remember that drugs.com article there said don't use it for, open cuts. But in the cases of these things, you sometimes get open cuts, and I definitely recommend using this Benjui oil for it. Okay, gives relief from rheumatism and arthritis. Yeah, because it has that sort of aromatherapeutic halogen-like effect. Other benefits: heals cracking of skin for sure, sores, stimulates secretion of enzymes and hormones like insulin from endocrinal glands. Yeah, right. I feel that when I applied it. I actually felt that. That's very interesting. I'm super sensitive, and I always feel the energy of where food's going in my body and stuff. And I do remember feeling an endocrinal sort of pumping action begin. So energetically, something, maybe it's the benzene, I don't know, but something energetically signals the, or molecularly signals the endocrinal glands. Also the pancreas mentioned, and lowering the blood sugar level because the pancreas is stimulated, and regulating other metabolic functions. So we even have metabolic functionality. Word of caution, its derivatives, despite being highly aromatic, are toxic in nature, therefore ingestion and inhalation of excessive quantities can cause nausea, vomiting. Well, it's like you don't go paint sniffing, you don't, people do paint sniffing to get these kind of, symptoms and wig you out a bit, but, so don't go taking a whole lot of it. Definitely on the skin, really good. Benzoin oil blends fine with orange, petite grain, coriander, frankincense, bergamot, juniper, lavender, lemon, and myrrh, rose, and sandalwood oils. Okay, let's lastly just check out what WebMD has to say on this. There's the author. Thanks, Kiran Patil. Anyway, let's have a look here. Well, people take it by mouth, swelling, and that's even on WebMD, so. Remember, Storax was another name for it, so I don't know why they mentioned that again in combination with. A little bit conflicting information. You might want to further research this, definitely if you take it internally. If you're taking it on the skin, don't worry about it, it's alright, you're not going to die. It's actually very healing. It's actually in my top 5 favourite now, along with aloe vera. Swollen gums and herpes sores in the mouth. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a skin protectant. The sound of uses, hoarseness, skin ulcers. I definitely recommend it for everyone on the skin. Side effects. Not enough evidence to know if it's harmful during pregnancy, but have a look. Just don't use a lot. Interactions. Oh, lithium interact with benzoin. Okay. But again, the mention of diuretic. So it might take, if you take benzoin, it might. Right. Let's see what they say on dosing. Depends on your age and so on. Okay. Yeah, feel your way through it, a little at first, and then increase the dose if you need it, and you check how you feel. Alright, Benjamin Kalmberg, www.consciousazine.net. Thanks for donating, Miranda.
consciousazine.com Chronicles.
So take a deep breath and allow the muscles in your body to relax, as if you're lying upon a cloud and dissolving into it. Breathe slowly and intentionally through your heart. With each breath, you relax deeper and deeper as your body becomes lighter, dissolving into the cloud. As you inhale, begin to feel the rhythm of your heart as the life force is drawn into it, and then softly exhale. Now visualize a large circle of bright lavender flames about 33 feet beneath you. They are so beautiful as they begin to rise higher and higher. And as they draw closer, you notice that each flame is edged with a beautiful golden light, like sunlight on water. The flames grow larger still until they surround and engulf you and rise swiftly the same distance above your body as they were below your body. The sensation is like a cool breeze as the flames dance around and through you, and you feel lighter as the flames dissolve and consume the chatter in your head and the static energy of the day. As the static is dissolved, you see a brilliant white light emanating from your heart that expands and expands out into every cell of your body. Begin to feel the pulsating rhythm of your heart and feel the sensations in your fingers and toes, your legs and torso, and now your head. You realize the light has awakened every cell in your body, and you are open, receptive, alert, and focused. Welcome back.